Some things in life are just purely supernatural. And God is giving us supernatural release. You could have experiences on your journey, and there's no way that you could even try to explain it. And we're going to have story time with Uncle Mike today. Don't go anywhere. The energies of birth and breakthrough are upcoming this month. And you are going to receive supernatural release as the hand of God moves. And on my journey, I have certain experiences that when I'm going through it and I'm like, this can't even be possible right now. And what you're receiving is a message. And yesterday I received that message with the battle. I had a battle yesterday. Did you know that? I posted a picture in the Patreon group. I had a battle yesterday with the bane of my existence. And during this battle, I realized supernatural things do happen, and you'll see that throughout this experience. I had actually two experiences yesterday that I would like to chat about. And when we analyze these experiences, you know, sometimes in the world, we think everything is going to be smooth sailing, or we just simply go, this is how it's supposed to be, and everything moves on a track. But all of a sudden, there's a convergence. So we're going to talk about the convergence. We're going to talk about the supernatural release, and we're going to be talking about the birth and the breakthrough that you're going to have in the upcoming month and for the rest of this year. We gave everyone enough time to get on the live stream. Whether you're watching live or on the replay, could you kindly hit the like button? It will help others find this message, a very important message. If you're waiting, if you've been eager for your holding pattern to be released, this is the message for you. So, I had a little battle yesterday, and this battle has been ongoing. And this situation is, it really is supernatural. So, there are these two little light bulbs that are above a license plate in a car, and I needed to change them. And one of them was able to come out, and just with a little twist of a wrench, and I was able to replace it. And then there's another one. And I tried several days prior with my hand, with pliers, with a wrench. And no matter what I did, it just wouldn't move. So yesterday I said, I'm going to tackle this again. It was, maybe late afternoon. And I'm in there. I have this little piece. It's so small. It's like this small. And I have my hand on it. I'm twisting it. I take a big wrench, right? I had a friend give me a smaller one, and I'm twisting it. And I'm just sitting there, and I was determined. I was so determined, and I put all of this effort. And if people saw this, right? Some people did see this as they were driving by. I'm twisting it with all of my might. The whole car is rocking back and forth. Now it's like this is. I'm thinking that I'm gonna break it. I don't want to break it because I don't know how this little piece that, the little plastic piece that the bulb goes in's got to come out. I'm like, it's an older car. I'll never be able to replace this. So I'm pulling and pulling. I'm twisting with all my might. The piece is this big. The entire car is shaking back and forth. It would not release no matter what. Then I had the big wrench, different wrenches. And I kept trying repeatedly, whether it was with my hands, with a big wrench, a small wrench, a medium-sized wrench, all these different things. I'm trying to, if you see in the picture, it was all, scratched because it just would not budge. And the whole car, literally the whole car is shaking. This little tiny piece, no matter what I was doing, this little tiny piece just simply would not budge. The whole car would rather shake than this little bane of my existence bulb. It just would not come out. And then I said, let me try one more time. And I grabbed it, and it just came right out. I just went, and it just came right out. The whole time, I'm saying to myself, this is supernatural. How is it possible? I'm putting all my effort in. This little bulb, no matter what I did, it just would not come out. And then I tried again, and it almost fell right out. And I said, this is supernatural. You're receiving a supernatural release. Just like that bulb, your life, it might be so, compacted, and you're trying to get out. You're trying to get out. But then all of a sudden, like something that's supernatural, it's just freedom. You're just simply released. Write it in the comments, I am released. And it really was a supernatural release. I tried so hard over and over again. It wasn't the biggest. I had this, I'm trying to gain leverage on it. Literally trying to gain leverage. I have this wrench that was like, probably even longer than the Love Bowl stick. I have this wrench. I'm twisting it. It doesn't move no matter what. Then all of a sudden, it's just released. Just comes right out. I am released. And it was supernatural, and that was the message that I got during this crazy situation. The whole car shaking back and forth, shaking back, just to get this the whole car would rather move. Then I'm thinking I'm going to break it. Then this little tiny thing just come out, and then it just came out. So I really see that as a supernatural release. Sometimes in our life, it could be a month, it could be 6 months, it could be a year. We go through a season or a cycle or a period. And if I look at last year, almost around this time, and where we are now, we have completed a cycle. And now you've passed your tests. You could write it in the chat. You've passed your tests. And during this time, everything came at once. So also yesterday, there's a little path to walk in the gym to go towards the bathroom. And there's the machines and people are there. And I'm walking this way. I see a man is standing at a certain particular spot. Mamacitas 102, thank you so much for that. I appreciate you very much. I love you. Thank you. Appreciate that. So I'm walking this way, and I see there's a man standing, and then all of a sudden, two different people are walking towards me. And the man is there, the two people are walking, I'm walking. We all converge, and it's like at the same time, everyone's moving. At this point, they had the timing was spectacular, and everyone converged. The gym is so tremendous, right? And the specific place where it was just a strategic place where the person was standing, everyone kind of converged at the very same place at the very same time, even though there's all this gym, there's all this space. So sometimes that happens over the course of your journey. There's all these things, but sometimes you feel like you're in the box. You're being suffocated. It's time to come out of the box. They say sometimes that the jail cell is open, but the people are just sitting there. That you could just go out now. So you have all this space. You have all this space for activities. We have all this space for activities, right? You have all this space for activities, and you really want to maximize this time period. You want to maximize the supernatural release that you are receiving. You want to realize that maybe the prior year that you went through all these things, it was a convergence of lessons. You have to get it all out of the way. See, like when God is doing the new thing, is God doing a new thing with you? Let us know. I know you'd love that one, Bay Area. I appreciate you, brother. So God is doing a new thing. And when God does a new thing, God really does a new thing. It's going to be brand new. We're on the brand new timeline, and we're doing brand new things. And what you're doing today, when you look back, you're like, wow, I never, it's just a constant evolutionary journey. I did hear someone on YouTube say this. Does anyone know that guy? Does anyone know that guy out there? He said we're evolving while we're alive. It can't be. No, we're actually evolving while we're alive. So, and I actually shared my very first video. I really reflect on that, and I use that as an encouragement for other people. Maybe it wasn't the most spectacular, but it's a world famous video. And who you are with your first step is not who you are when you come into your zone. And now we're all coming into our zones now. Are you coming into your zone? It's divine timing, and it's a convergence. So in order for you to really take the main stage for your leadership role this year, you had a convergence of things. And God says, okay, we're going to have to prune this. God says we're going to have to prune that. We're going to prune this other thing. And you're sitting there and you're like, what the heck? Why is everything happening all? Was that you? Hit the like button if today's message is resonating with you. It's a great support. Appreciate that smash of the like. You pruned it all. You pruned all these things. When the rapture wave happened, I shared with all of you, no stone will be left unturned. You had to dive deep. Dive deep into your everyday life. Who knows you better than you? God does. Yeah. God knows everything about you, right? Everything about you. And you got to get into every nook and cranny. You got to get into all the nooks and crannies of your everyday life and prune these things and clean these things. You know, you got to go in. You might be doing this. We're going to be going on a detoxification journey on this channel as well. If you're into detoxing, hit the like and the subscribe button, because we really have to focus on our wellness. We have to focus on our wellness at this time. And by doing so, taking ownership, bringing forth the best version of ourselves. So you've gone through the convergence, the gifts that you have. You might have been, you knew the power you possess. You know you have tremendous gifts. God wants us to use these gifts. The happiest moments in your life come when you go outside the box. Write it down. The happiest moments in your life come when you go outside the box. When I reflect, even starting this channel and community, you know, that wasn't part of my everyday life, but I came out of my comfort zone, what I normally do. So the things that you really, you do something totally different than what you're normally doing. Years ago, I trained for bodybuilding shows. I learned how to diet, compete. won a championship as a middleweight. It was such one of the happiest moments, because I did stuff and I succeeded at it, but I wasn't told to do so. It was something I just wanted to do. And going forward, this upcoming month and in the future, no one has to tell you to do these things. You're going to have to do the things that really resonate in your soul. I've had great conversations over the past few months. You know, you might meet people, you might meet them in the gym, you might talk to them in the sauna, you might meet them on the beach. And these conversations, this is where the messages come. And you're being given where you need to go via these very powerful conversations. And you know that you could do something that nobody else can do. And you want to stay focused on that. Routine is safe. Okay, so you want to follow this routine, and I am a big believer in routines. We have a daily video, 9 a.m. Eastern time. Please hit that like button so everyone knows. I don't have to worry about, you know, or what's the popular time to post. I'm creating the reality. Everyone knows there'll be a video every single day, 9 a.m. Eastern time. Set an alarm on your phone if you want to. And that's a routine that's important. But there are certain times we have to do something totally different within the routines and rituals. If we do every single last part of our day, from the time we get up to the time we go to bed, and we do the same thing, and we have the same activities, we go to the same places, we put out the same energy, it's the same. And every once in a while, you will start to do new things, and these new things might create the happiest moments of your everyday life. So routine is safe, and safe is just survival. And you might have been living in survival for quite some time. It's time for new things. Write it down. It's time for new things, because you don't want to just live where it's safe, live in survival, if you will. You have time for the new things now. And, you know, I'm really grateful for each and every one of you. And, you know, I've been studying, I've been training very hard over the past few months. And, you know, we're going to have beautiful content, high quality content that people can really utilize, make the best of their everyday life. And that's where you want to stay focused on. You are bringing forth the best version of yourself. The version of yourself in the past, maybe you weren't conscious and aware of everything. Maybe you were riddled with anxiety for many different, from a source that's outside of yourself. Could be a job, could be a relationship, anything. But when you are focused, when you are becoming the best version of yourself, when you are working on yourself every single day, when you strive to become 1% better every single day, you don't have to do it all at once. We're going to go real deep, Ronnie. Oh, yeah. When you are striving, it's just the overall energy theme of forward motion. Progress over perfect. A lot of us, you know, we think that everything has to be perfect, and it's going to be nice and a beautiful package for us. But all you need to do is focus on progress. Just focus on creating the progress every single day. And if you have the inexhaustible belief and you never give up, all of a sudden you've created something that nobody else can even touch. And those are the great people, whether it's an inventor, whether it's an athlete. There are many different people. And you could see that there's the people that, okay, these are the inventors, but certain people stand out. These are the athletes, but some people stand out. And that's the point. is really rising up and doing things that nobody else can do. And there could be talent, and some people have talent, and some people waste that talent. But be the hardest worker in the room. Work hard, stay focused. That is going to differentiate it, because if you have the standard that nobody else will outwork you, you've exceeded everyone else. In any facet of life, nobody else will outwork you. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. I'm grateful to God that I could do this work. I'm grateful to teach. I'm grateful that you all show up. And we're going to really dive into so many different topics moving forward. And I bring forth the best version of myself at this time. Work hard. Improve yourself every single day. Study. And each and every one of us can change our trajectory on the brand new timeline. God is releasing us at this time. And even the mermaids are going to show up and give you a little. I'm still looking for those mermaids on the beach. Hopefully a mermaid will swim over to me soon. Coney Island Mermaid, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Coney Island Mermaid writes, I choose heaven. Yep. It's going to be heaven on earth now. Choose heaven, right? It's heaven on earth this upcoming month. It is heaven on earth, because you are receiving your supernatural release. If you missed Uncle Mike's story, watch the replay. It was really supernatural, but we're all going to get our supernatural release. Do you feel a shift? Do you feel that things are becoming lighter? Are you becoming lighter? Remember that we're actually becoming less matter and more energy. We're all becoming lighter and less dense. So everything is changing. Our reality is changing. Ourselves, we're changing. And, that's why we're seeing the trajectory of our everyday lives totally change right now. I'm so grateful for all of you. Hit the like button. Share this video on all platforms. Subscribe to the channel. Double check you're still subscribed. We have great quality content coming out all month long and moving on to the future. I appreciate all of you. It's my honor to do this every single day. I love each and every one of you. I'm grateful for all of you. Head over to Patreon. We have more posts on Patreon and live streams on Patreon if it calls you. The link is in the description. I'm grateful for everyone that became a channel member here. It's a great support for this work and continuing this channel to grow. Never stop. Never give in. Just keep going. I love you all. It's time to embrace what we truthfully are. Holy Spirit, rain, fire. It's time to shine. It's time to shine. And you will perform at your finest. The will beats the skill. Everything lasts the test of time. Just simply be yourself. Simply be authentic. I love you all. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.